No Film School's NAB 2022 coverage is brought to you by Blackmagic Design and Creative Solutions, which consists of SmallHD, Teradek, and Wooden Camera, and Atomos.
Hey guys, we're here with Creative Solutions and Dave. He's going to tell us about SmallHD, but what's interesting about Creative Solutions is there's lots of different stuff under the same umbrella. There's Teradek, there's Wooden Camera, but we're standing here in front of a few awesome upgraded monitors. Dave, what do we got going on here?
Yeah, so we're here at the NAB show showing off our newest Cine 18 monitor. It is an 18-inch monitor, basically the big brother to our popular Cine 13 monitor. It's a 4K display with 4 12G SDI inputs and outputs, so you could actually send 4 feeds from a Venice, full 4K, to this monitor, and it would be able to display those feeds. And you actually could also pass those through with the loop out, which is really powerful. So it's a really powerful future-proof monitor. It's extra bright for outdoor use, 1100 nits, really lightweight, so you're gonna be able to bring it with you everywhere. And it's got that kind of signature SmallHD ruggedness. So I could drop it on the ground, you know, maybe put a screen protector on it first, but drop it on the ground, kick it a little bit, and it'll probably still be fine. So you've got your ruggedness, you've got your SmallHD kind of brightness, and then of course the last and best ingredient of the SmallHD puzzle is the software. So OS 5 is the newest version of our SmallHD OS, and with OS 5 it'll be launching at the end of May 2022. We've added a bunch of really cool new features. I'd say the most asked for feature was increased brightness on 1080p. They are 4K monitors, so when you sent to 1080p it wasn't quite as sharp as the old 1080p monitors. We've now matched the sharpness on the 1080p, so with our new upscaler, it looks really awesome. So for focus pullers on the Cine 13, that is going to be a really exciting upgrade. Additionally, we've added finally MultiView. We have been promising MultiView for like a year and a half, and it was a way bigger task than we ever thought it would be. You could potentially get some B-roll. We're showing it over on a cart over there, but it's an amazing thing, and we've kind of done it. Anytime we're gonna deliver a feature, even if it's gonna be late, we're gonna make sure it's like best in class. So you can have your 4 up, you know, you can have your 4 Venices as cam A, B, C, and D, view them simultaneously. You can do 1 big, 3 small. You can do 4 side by side, same size. You can put our SmallHD tools on each page, so you could have, you know, feed 2 with a focus assist, feed 3 with a waveform, and feed 4 with a LUT, right? So you can actually view your pre-LUTted and post-LUTted footage all on one thing. And that is a completely free update. So if you have a Cine 24, a Cine 13, or our OLED 22, which have all been shipping for a while, that's just free stuff for you, right? We want to
Awesome.
we want to support our monitor way past the day you buy it. And not only that, we've added a bunch of features to our other monitors as well, like our Smart 7. We've added the ability to do something called look-around camera control. So for a while, we've been selling camera control for the Komodo, the Raptor, Venice, Airy cameras, and it's been great. People have loved it, but to use it, you would need a camera control page where you'd access your functions, and then you'd have to swipe left or right to do your SmallHD tools. You couldn't do it simultaneously. So we've, launched what we're calling look-around camera control that actually allows you to control both things simultaneously, the camera and your monitor's functions. So you can quickly hit record, turn on our focus assist, turn on our exposure assist, whatever you want while changing your iris, all that sort of stuff. So a really cool improvement. A lot of people bought that 2 years ago, and now that's a totally new look, super sleek, and it's really exciting that we've added that, especially for free. And then the other big feature we're showing off is ElZones, which is actually on this monitor. You could step back and we could look at it real quick. It's just Mark Peterson, you're fine. So no, ElZones is basically brought to us by Ed Lockman, the famous cinematographer. He came up with this a while back. It was on an article online, Film and Digital Times. A lot of people have been really excited about it, but there's been not really a good way to use it universally. So with this one, basically, you can have an on-screen spot meter. That's the best way to think about it. Generally, for exposure assist, you are using IRE levels, which is kind of an engineering term. And it doesn't really make a lot of sense to shooters. They're just like, what's an IRE level? And so when you're still learning especially, it's a very hard concept to put your mind around. Well, with ElZones, everything is measured in stops. So instead of having to think of IREs, you just have your gray, which is your 18% gray card, and then all the other colors represent stops above or below 18% gray. So you can quickly look at this image and say, oh, this guy's shirt is 5 stops under 18% gray. That's just how you think on set already. So It's a lot easier to use that tool to judge your exposure than any other tool. So we're really excited about that, and we're the first monitor company to implement it, and we're really excited about the partnership.
I always think of SmallHD monitors as being Filmmaker Forward. It's not simply a representation of pixels across a flat plane. It's thinking about the internal guts of a shoot, how we like to work, the ruggedness, the connectivity. When I see stops like that, that's what I think is a DP wants to use that.
Yeah.
What have you heard from feedback from people who've been beta testing?
They're in love with it. They're totally in love with it. It just makes the whole thing so much clearer and so much easier to communicate on set while they're using that new tool. It's one of those things that everyone knew should be a thing, but no one knew how to do it for years and years and years. And it just like gives the power back to the shooter to worry about their creative vision and not have to learn freaking science, to actually capture their shots. So really excited about ElZones and all the other stuff. There's even more stuff I haven't mentioned on OS5. And like I said, we got the Cine 18, which I believe it's starting at $59.99. And we also have the OLED 27 we're showing off, which is a larger OLED monitor similar to the OLED 22. That's pretty much the main story here at the SmallHD booth.
Well, thank you so much. I mean, I want to get a look at the OLED 27 if we can. But
Yeah, absolutely.